Why is it that manifesting our deepest desires often feels like an uphill battle? Neville Goddard, a luminary in the field of metaphysics, sheds light on the importance of our mental frameworks. He posits that our consciousness is the ultimate reality in which we exist, serving as the initial platform where manifestations of the external world take shape. This raises several questions. How does our mental state influence our capacity to materialize desires? In what ways might we be misusing our awareness, thereby obstructing the achievement of our goals? And why is the manifestation of our desires sometimes delayed? At the heart of these challenges is our failure to master certain key principles essential for the manifestation of desires. Thus, my goal is to reveal several key insights that, once fully understood and applied, can pave the way to achieving remarkable feats. My intention is to guide you through overcoming the obstacles that significantly limit us. The interpretation and inherent understanding of desire have been distorted by societal, educational, and familial influences over generations, leading us to believe that desire equates to a longing for possession, status, or actions that lie beyond our current reality. This yearning is imprinted onto our consciousness as if chasing after something elusive, alien to our true nature. We've been conditioned to perceive desire as a quest to attain or strive for something. Given our understanding that consciousness is our sole reality, coupled with the erroneous belief that desire means seeking something missing, we prematurely conclude that what we desire does not exist. Dispelling this misconception with the true nature of desire is critical. What, then, does it truly mean to desire? Imagine a phone ringing, signaling an incoming call or message. It indicates their presence, not absence. Similarly, notifications on your Facebook indicate messages or interactions that are already waiting for you. Like these examples, where immediate access is assumed, so too does desire operate. It acts as a notification that something already exists in our lives. It's as if it's a divine message through us, indicating the presence of something. Without such notifications, we would remain unaware of these messages, just as with desires. Recognizing desire as an indication of something already present in our lives is initially challenging but essential. Embracing this perspective frees us from many limitations, convincing us that we already embody or own our desires. Shifting our consciousness to perceive desiring as an acknowledgement of possession accelerates the realization process. Once you express a desire and see it manifest, you realize that to desire is essentially to receive a notification of ownership. The desired has always been there, we were just unaware until the divine hint. How, then, do we embrace what is already ours? Having explored the true and genuine nature of desire, acknowledging ownership of the desired is one thing, while actual acquisition is another. When your phone alerts you to an incoming call, you recognize it's already there, not pending. Yet, not answering means missing out. How do we then receive what we already own? The answer lies in imagination. Similar to any possession, desires materialize in the same way. When we desire, it is present, albeit momentarily invisible to our physical eyes, yet visible to our imaginative vision. Knowing that you already possess what you desire and visualizing it in your mind's eye gives it form and substance, eventually making it visible to your physical eyes. This process is like air, invisible but felt, visualized in the mind in any chosen color. Viewing desires as manifestations of existing possessions facilitates their attraction, as it transforms your consciousness, simplifying visualization. Previously, visualization was approached from a standpoint of lack, anticipating arrival. Now, understanding that the desired is already yours shifts visualization towards relishing what is already possessed, vividly imagined. It's no longer about attraction, it's about visualizing the enjoyment in your imaginative realm. Everything indulged in imagination materializes in the physical realm. To elaborate further, we exist in two domains, the visible and the invisible. The visible domain is apprehended through our physical senses, while the invisible domain is accessed through imagination. Both domains are equally real, with neither being fictitious. However, the visible is shaped by the invisible. Discovering something in the invisible domain initiates its transition into the visible world. To bring something into our physical existence, it must first be envisioned in imagination. The invisible domain, resembling a personal repository, holds everything conceivable: wealth, homes, experiences. Engaging with this domain through imagination allows us to select and savor what we wish to manifest in our physical reality. The more we delight in this imagined state, the faster it becomes visible. Thus, imagination serves as our gateway to the invisible domain, transforming desires into reality. In the domain of the unseen, a tangible reality exists, a reality that encompasses all you could possibly envision. Within this domain, your imagination acts as a selector, choosing items from an infinite catalog to savor. With time, these items will materialize in the physical realm, taking on form and color. Remember, these items have always existed, their invisibility and intangibility merely obscured their presence from you. Through the faculty of imagination, you begin to give these items shape and substance until they emerge into visibility. For instance, imagine you are conceptualizing a new chair for your study. This chair, though not yet perceptible or tangible as you move around your study, exists in the unseen realm. It is through your persistent envisioning of the chair's design that it starts to acquire shape, mass, and solidity, eventually manifesting before your eyes. This process is the soul pathway. However, it's vital to understand that through imagination, you are not creating something from scratch but rather giving form, color, and solidity to something that pre-exists in the unseen realm. It's crucial to dispel the notion that creation ex nihilo, out of nothing, is happening. How can one create what already exists? Instead, through imagination, you are making the invisible visible, allowing it to manifest physically in your world where it previously seemed absent. Proclaiming oneself as God may seem presumptuous, yet it is a profound truth. Many proponents of the New Thought movement advocate for our resemblance to God, even our identity as God. To those newly acquainted with these concepts, especially against a backdrop of religious teachings that portray God as a separate entity, this idea may come across as audacious. Yet, a deeper exploration into these teachings unveils that our imagination is God, and therefore, we are God. This acknowledgement requires a deep comprehension of its implications. To what extent can we embrace this truth? Recognizing oneself as God involves acknowledging the fullness of life, claiming ownership over all that is seen. Considering God, if in physical form and desiring a laptop, there would be no need for purchase, as the omnipotent creator and possessor of everything, all that has been created since the beginning of time belongs to him. This includes all material things, houses, gadgets, animals, currency, all originate from his creation. Even future innovations emerge from human imagination, which is God. Was God, then, the innovator behind these advancements? Is there anything beyond his realm? The idea of imagining oneself in scarcity or longing for material possessions seems nonsensical when one owns all the riches of the world. Can one envision God, the giver of life, bound by illness or frustration? With this understanding, as God does, one realizes the non-existence of deficiency. If you yearn for material wealth, affirm its presence. The longing for money should shift to the acknowledgement of its existence. To wish for health, affirm it, for God is unacquainted with illness. Envision and accept the desired health as your reality. My sincere aspiration is that you comprehend the notion of lacking nothing, for you hold possession of everything. Conflicts, too, should vanish under this realization, for all beings are divine, embodying harmony without discord. Hence, hesitate no longer. If you acknowledge your divinity, declare dominion over all. This bold acknowledgement is our truth, rooted in the power of imagination. Grasping the essence of imagination unveils the immediate presence of your desires. No delay is necessary for their manifestation. Imagination extends beyond mere daydreaming, constituting reality itself. Picture the act of moving from one room to another within your house. Both spaces are real, none illusory. In the same manner, the physical and imaginative realms are separate yet equally legitimate spaces. The realm of imagination holds primacy, molding the physical reality. Everything experienced in the realm of imagination is genuinely real, not imaginary, exerting influence over the physical world. Imagine, for example, leaving your wallet at home while out. Despite its physical absence, its ownership is not in doubt. This analogy helps to understand that desires, though not visible, are owned within the realm of imagination, validating the reality of both the imaginary and physical worlds. Contrary to the belief that only the tangible world possesses reality, both dimensions are truthful, inviting us to acknowledge and embrace the entirety of reality. Understanding the significance of the imaginative realm is paramount. It is a domain where genuine reality resides. When you visualize anything, you are not merely entertaining fantasies. The scenes and items you conceptualize hold as much authenticity and veracity as any entity in the physical domain. Imagining a garden, for instance, renders it as real within your mental landscape as if it were right before your eyes. There's no necessity to wait for its physical manifestation to begin valuing its existence. You can revel in its reality immediately, for in the realm of imagination, that garden, optimal health, prosperity, or the voyage you desire, are already tangible and existent. Every creation within your imagination bears complete reality, with the important acknowledgement that these visualizations will eventually materialize in the physical realm. View imagination as the drafting room where the script of life is composed, with the physical realm acting as the stage where it unfolds, featuring you as the protagonist. Recognize that you traverse two dimensions, the physical and the imaginative. The balance of your attention between these two realms shapes the reformation of your consciousness, which constitutes your paramount reality. Pay attention to your language. We often speak words, considering them innocuous or constructive, not fully comprehending their profound implications, which may hinder our desires' fruition. For example, the adage "time will tell" implies a future potential rather than an existing certainty, inadvertently delaying the manifestation of our desires. Alter this mindset, acknowledge the immediate reality of your desires. Moreover, asserting "God will decide what's best for me" as if referencing an external force diminishes your self-determination and the legitimacy of your desires. Actualization requires complete consciousness and claim over your aspirations. Similarly, succumbing to the notion "if it wasn't meant for me, it won't come" forfeits your authoritative command over your destiny. You, as the architect and divine core of your being, dictate what is rightfully yours by claiming and internalizing your desires. So, what transforms desires into reality? The key lies in relinquishing anxiety. Fixating on the how reflects doubt in the existence of your desire, leading you astray. Stop agonizing over the process of manifestation. Acknowledging the authenticity within your imagination, and affirming the presence of your desires therein, propels their rapid emergence into reality. Once you recognize something as real within your mind, questioning its materialization becomes moot. Why speculate on the process of becoming for something that, in your domain of reality, already exists? It's comparable to feeling famished with a prepared meal in front of you. Therefore, fret no more. Find solace and delight in the reality of what already exists within the confines of your imagination.